I'm going to be real with you. Everything in my life is falling apart right now. I'm not saying it for the drama, I'm saying it because I have to figure out how to keep going while it happens. Here's what I'm doing. I'm not sharing theories I read in a book, but the actual messy, nonlinear steps I'm taking today. I used to think that having a plan meant having it all figured out. But when things actually hit the fan, that mindset is useless. I had to learn 5 hard truths just to get out of bed this morning. Before I get into these 5 things, I want to say this isn't about fixing everything overnight. It's about not staying stuck. Here's the first thing you have to do. You have to stop trusting your emotions right now. I know that sounds harsh. Believe me, I feel the panic. I feel the everything is ruined narrative playing in my head just as loud as yours is. But in a crisis, your emotions aren't designed to be accurate, they're designed to be loud. They're your brain's survival mechanism, not your roadmap. When you're in the middle of it, your emotions are looking for the exit, not the solution. So when you feel that wave of dread or the urge to just shut down, acknowledge it, but do not let it drive the car. Instead, ask yourself, if I weren't terrified right now, what would I actually do? That right there is the separation between staying in the crisis and starting to move through it. The second principle is this: make a plan, even if it's only a small one. When your life feels like it's falling apart, your brain is stuck in panic mode. It's scanning for every single thing that's going wrong all at once. That is a guaranteed way to freeze up. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't even need a 5-day plan. You need a get through the next few hours plan. I sit down with my daily planner and write down 3 to 5 things. Not fix my entire life, but look for jobs, go over my financial plan, and do the laundry. That's it. When you check off one action, you're signaling to your brain that you're not helpless. You are in control of something. And that tiny bit of momentum is exactly how you start to piece everything back together. Here's a hard one, and it took me a long time to learn. You have to swallow your pride. When everything is falling apart, your pride is not your protector. It's actually your biggest enemy. It's the part of you that's more concerned with looking like you have it together than actually getting it together. It's the part of you that refuses to ask for help because it thinks you should be able to do it alone. It's the voice that refuses to admit you made a mistake because that would feel like failing. But you know what? Being right won't fix your life. Swallowing your pride means admitting that you're struggling, asking for the help you need, or accepting that the path you were on isn't working. It hurts in the moment to put the ego aside, but it's the fastest way to stop stalling. Your ego wants to save face, but your future wants to save your life. So which one are you going to feed? Principle number 4, you have to remember what you're fighting for. In the thick of a crisis, your brain is only focused on the pain you're experiencing right now. It's obsessed with the immediate pressure, the fear, the exhaustion, and that's when you'll start asking, what is the point of all this? If your focus is just on surviving the current pressure, you're going to break. You need to pull your head up out of the weeds. What is the future version of you actually trying to build? Is it for your family? Is it for that peace of mind you've been chasing? Or is it just to prove to yourself that you're stronger than your circumstances? You need to anchor yourself to something bigger than the panic. When the work is hard, and I mean when it really hurts, you don't think about how hard it is. You think about why you started. If you don't know what you're fighting for, you're just fighting to survive. But when you remember the why, you're fighting to get to the path you want to be on. And finally, number 5, you have to ruthlessly focus on what actually matters. When you're in a crisis, everything feels urgent. The noise, the criticism, the little fires, the things you can't control, it all screams for your attention. If you try to manage it all, you'll lose your mind. You have to learn to distinguish between urgent and important. Most of what's stressing you out right now, it It doesn't actually determine your future. I had to sit down and cross out half of my to-do list because it was just filler meant to keep me busy, not moving forward. Ask yourself one question. If I ignore this, will this fundamentally change where I am in a year? If the answer is no, then let it burn. Stop wasting your precious limited energy on things that don't feed your mission. Protect your focus like it's the only asset you have, because in a crisis, it is. Look, I started this video by telling you that my life was falling apart. And to be completely honest with you, it still kind of is. The situation hasn't miraculously fixed itself. But the difference between me at the start of this video and me right now isn't the situation. It's the control I've taken back. Don't trust your emotions when they go into panic mode. Make a small plan, swallow that pride, remember your why, and be ruthless about what actually matters. If you apply those 5 things, you stop being the victim of your circumstances and start being the architect of your own survival. If you're in that spot right now, if everything feels like it's crumbling, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 principles do you need to focus on most today? Leave a comment, let's be honest about it. And if you're ready to stop living on autopilot and start building a meaningful life even when things are hard, subscribe. We're figuring this out together, one step at a time.